Greetings, fellow hoteliers. Rodamont here. Thank you for tuning in to Hotel Galactic. Episode 2, The Grand Opening. So now that the kitchen's being repaired, let's go make an elegant table set and waiter platform for our dining room. The other thing I'm going to do, not that anyone asked me to do it, but I think it's important, is to build a restroom. So I'm going to build it here. Going a little off script on the tutorial, but like, no restroom in a hotel just feels weird. So in the kitchen, well, they'll explain how to, like, work the kitchen here in a minute, so I won't get ahead of myself. Alright, the kitchen's all fixed up. I'm going to prioritize gathering the items for crafting, so that we can actually have a dining room next. On top of what we already queued to craft, I'm going to make a shadow leaf toilet and a pearl shell sink for the bathroom. And you asked how long does it take trees to regrow? You'll see. Leaving the stumps in will allow them to regrow over time. So like, this tree might have been one that I cut at the start of the stream. I don't know for sure, but that would be a pretty good guess given where it is and the age of it. So, elegant set. I'm going to put here. Make sure not to block its interaction points, because it would be possible to put the table down where, like, the right chair would not be accessible. So just keep that in mind going forward. And here is the waiter platform, which I'll put right here. Can't block the door, but as close to the door as possible. Alright, Assigned Kitchen has an empty menu. Talk to Maklo. Thanks, Spirit. The kitchen's the heart of any place worth sticking around in. Ours was cold and quiet for way too long. Now there's just one thing left before we open, and it's a big one. The kitchen without food is just a room with heat. I ain't letting a single guest walk out hungry, you hear me? That'd be a galactic travesty, and one our dramatic mistress would, our dramatic mistress would put it. So yeah, you guessed it, we need a menu. First, diners gotta start strong. Good variety, good flavor, all real stuff. Then chop, grab a cookbook, and let's get cooking. First goal: simple, solid, tasty, no fluff. I made it too loud. Like, couldn't think over the volume. So here we go. Here's how to make a kitchen. So let's go to add a recipe. Hold left mouse and drag the selected ingredient onto various kitchen appliances. Highlighted objects indicate usability. You can use up to 3 ingredients in each dish. To finish preparing the dish, drag it onto the plate and save the recipe. Alright, so we have got peppers, Russell's pasta, skyberries, and willow grapes. So I'm going to create a pasta dish. And if you're wondering, I'm going to name these dishes after you guys. So if you're active in the chat, when I'm finished making the dish, you'll have your name incorporated. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, like, let's say peppers to the pasta. So instead of adding stewed peppers, I'm going to chop the peppers on the cutting board and then drag the cut peppers into the pasta. and then plate the pasta on a plate. And that creates a recipe. It takes about 32 minutes to make. And if I save it, it's going to be the glitch pasta. You can also set a price. I'm going to keep it at the default price. Then I go to the menu and I can click on it and add it to the menu. And we can have up to 3 different things on the menu. And the purpose of this is like different species like to eat different things. And also you'll have different availabilities for ingredients. So it's important to make sure that you are have a well-supplied kitchen and you are cooking things that your guests enjoy. I heard quite commotion in the kitchen earlier. I'm eager to see what you and Maklo have been working on. Surprised to hear that? Don't be. A ghost still has his duties. I like to check on things myself. Now let's call this a test run. I may not have much appetite left, but I know good service when I see it. I'll place an order, and you tell your staff to take it, and if it's not up to snuff, I'll forgive you, but the living might not. So here's how to take someone's order in the dining room. They take a seat. You take their order. So it's an order for glitch pasta. And then Maklo cooks it. So here Maklo is grabbing the Russell's pasta, stick it into the cauldron. Then he'll grab peppers, chop it on the cutting board, and then put it in the cauldron, then plate it, and then bring it up to Gustav. Oh, and we have a little food litter that got generated from that cook. Done. And now it's plated, and I am going to prioritize delivering the order. So Sparn, come down here. Oh, Sparn has something to say. Whoa, hey! Didn't hear you float in. Not that you even make any noise. Though Maklo was sneaking up to chew me out again. What am I up to? Totally productive stuff. Stomach growls like a busted thruster. Alright, fine. I'm running out of fumes here. I can't squat while my tank's empty. Ah, I knew I'd catch you sniffing around my pantry. Haven't had a crumb since dawn, old man. One more minute and I'll face down on the cutting board. Save the drama. Want grub? Earn it. Haul a basket of fruit from the backyard. I'll teach you something entry level. So gather Satori peaches from the backyard. And this is why I was not cutting the trees that had peaches close to our hotel, so that the carry distance was lessened. Because otherwise it looks like this, and it takes a while to carry. Later on in the game, you will get like the ability to haul more stuff and move faster and things of that nature. But you know, that's not what we can do just yet. And here Gustav is eating his glitch pasta. And I'll be making other dishes, of course, as well. And we'll probably have a bit of a rotating menu, so there'll be other chances for active chatters to have stuff named after them. Unfortunately, as far as I can tell, you cannot rename employees. Not that you would rename the story employees, but later on you get other employees to be hired, and I don't think you can rename them, meaning they're not raffleable, if you were wondering. All right. You, Sparn, Mr. Hungry, go gather fruit. So here he is, with the strength of a mountain god. He is shaking the tree. That's some straight up yokai energy right there. And Gustav finished. Ah, yes. It looks wonderful. I wagered it tastes just as good. Not that I could tell these days. But the sight alone brings me joy. Watching those two move in tandem, as they once did, like the old days returning, if only for a moment. I wonder, could we truly finish what we couldn't in the past, long gone? Perhaps this could be our chance to make Hotel Galactic ring with pride and purpose once more. That alone would make the old wounds sting a little less. And maybe, just maybe, will ease the weight I've borne since the day I died. Well done, Pilgrim. What you've accomplished here has exceeded every expectation. You've proven to be a glorious companion in these trying times. I may not have shown it at first, but I'm grateful. Truth is, I haven't had many good experiences with your kind. But today changed that. I've seen your influence, how you can care, how you can help. So, if you accept it, I'd like to officially appoint you as manager of this establishment. Excellent. Now one thing before we open the doors. This isn't a hotel like the ones you might have seen in memories past. Our guests are most active at night and sleep through the day. Plan accordingly. And with that, ready the beds, polish the plates, and light the lanterns. Let the stars bear witness. It's time to officially open Hotel Galactic. So there's a dragon statue that I'm going to put in our dining room. Because why not? And I want to get a bathroom in the hotel before we open. I mean, you know, so our guests don't, like, piss themselves. That'd be great. We also have a random food crate. Where'd this come from? It must be a reward that I didn't notice. So I'm going to move the order board to be, like, up here. So we can put more food crate stacks there. But we have the toilet and the sink ready to go. Hey, Spartan, can you move that board? Thank you. Perfect. And most storage crates can stack to about 5 high. So that's like one way to get a good amount of storage bang for your buck. And here's all the Satori peaches on the ground. So the other thing I'm going to do is create another menu item, another recipe. This is going to be like a chopped peach dessert. And it is named the Dom Chopped Peaches. Adding it to the menu. Done. Alright, we're almost done with the bathroom. Sparn and Tukyuk are working to build it. Are you, though? I don't see the progress meter moving. So I'm going to, It's funny, in playtesting this, I didn't run into any bugs, but given that that wasn't progressing, I'm going to try it again. It very well might be that I'm just going off script and I wasn't supposed to do this pre-opening up the hotel, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to force it. Alright, Hunger Strike. Access the Rations Prepper. So the Rations Prepper is how to make, like, staff meals. And we're going to be making basic bentos, and I'm going to choose willow grapes. And I'm going to queue up 3 bentos with willow grapes as staff meal foods. So the meals for your patrons and the meals for your staff are prepped and made in very different ways. Just keep that in mind. Alright, Makalo's starting to make the staff meals. Okay, and here we'll put in toilet and a sink. Perfect. And the bentos are done. Won't beat me, won't beat what my mama used to make, but it'll do the job. That lady taught me the first rule of cooking. Keep the bellies quiet so the hearts can talk. Should have stuck to her stew pots instead of spice, dice, and dirt coin. Anyway, listen up, Pilgrim. Do us all a favor and keep a line of bentos ready. One quick snack beats a hotel-wide mutiny. Oh, and I don't want to catch Sparn going through my stores again. You're on pantry patrol now. So I am, we have 10 bentos now. Set up and ready to go. Alright, let's highly prioritize moving the sink and the toilet in, and then we'll open. Are you sure you want to open the hotel? Yes. Ahoy there, landlubbers! The name's Pouncy Paw, the captain of the Crouchin' Lion. That's quite the entrance. How long would you like to stay? You are our very first guest. First? What? Well, I was just minding my own skies when the pilgrim zipped past me like a comet in a hurry. Figured I'd follow the trail. But look at that! This place is actually open. Last time I flew by, it looked more dead than Tenya Moon. Different times. You lot got a shuttle running for guests? Not currently. Long ago, my friend Felicia managed that. End of things. A friend. Sure, must have been real special. That's enough, Maclo. Do you know anyone who could speak to Pouncy Paw? As a matter of fact, I do. My lion's a proper touring vessel. Got folks always asking where to bunk down. I could throw your name around. That would help us immensely, thank you. That gets us close. Almost ready. Almost. What, you're gonna stand there grinning while the front desk sits empty? Point taken. Do you have a suggestion? I do. Only one sorry ghost stubborn enough, cranky enough, and already married to this place. You mean me? Someone needs to keep things from boiling over. I suppose I can manage that much. Someone has to keep this place from turning into a potential disaster. Fine, I'll take the post. Just don't expect me to smile through it. Maybe this time it ends differently. That's supposed to mean something, or are you just being cryptic to impress the help? It's nothing. Let it lie. Figures. Guess it ain't story time yet, Alright then, I'll swing by twice a day. Dusk, I drop them off. Dawn, I pick up the mess. Simple enough? Alright, we're open. But I have an idea. Let's make another guest room. So for that, we are going to need, let's shake some peach trees down. But as a higher priority, cut this tree down and get another room built. To check a guest in, hold left mouse and drag them into the desired room. So here's our first guest, Kanto. And I'm going to check him into room 1. Alright. Kanto, meaning, well, alright, in the compendium up here, you have, like, all of the quests that you have done and have not yet done. Active and complete. You've got alien species. So there are Darets. There's Maklovians. So Maklo is a Maklovian, and Tukyuk and Sparn are Darets. You have Nakari, Tebran, Yargant. There is a lot of sort of information here that I'm not necessarily going to go through. All the important characters, so on and so forth, and then collections that you've made, like the bugs we got, etc., etc., etc. What I'm trying to do is find... Well, I think we'll get into what Kanto is in a minute. Alright, Maklo. So, manager... Now, huh? Fancy title? But don't get it twisted, I'm still the chef where it counts. The guests are already gathering in the dining room. Now that's a sight. Eyes full of craving. Our first real supper. If we're gonna nail it, remember one thing, good service takes teamwork. And you're on the team. What? Thought you just float around looking pretty, manager? Kidding, mostly. Here's a rundown. Start by marking down the guests and taking orders from them. Then we hop in and do the cooking. When it's ready, it's up to you. Mark the dish, pick the plate, and done. Of course, it sounds easy to you. You're a spirit. We're the one dodging flames and flipping pans down here. Enough talk. The dining room's alive. Keep your eyes open for folks ready to eat. Chop chop. So in the top left, there's an alerts tab, which will also tell you when they're trying to eat. So, Kanto here, our first guest, likes to eat skyberries. So I'm going to make one extra recipe here. I'm going to do a skyberry pasta. And this is going to be the Scorpio pasta. Berries on pasta? I mean, one of the most common things to put in pasta is fruit. Tomatoes being a fruit. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's normal for these people to eat fruit pasta. Who am I to say? So Kanto here has bladder, fun, hunger, rest. Those needs need to be met. Likes skyberries, willow grapes, scald mint leaves, and dragon fruit. Does not like tentacles, snap snap leaf, or cotton candy. And they're just chilling. Now remember what Gustav said, that the guests are like nocturnal. And I think they're coming into the dining room. Yeah, here we go. What are you going to order? You're going to order the Scorpio pasta? No, you want chopped peaches. All right. Now, in this case, there was a menu option to offer something else. Oh, you know what? I didn't add it to the menu, did I? Yeah, that's probably why you didn't order it. That's on me. Oh, well. I'm sure you would have preferred it. Next time. Okay, where are you, Maklo? You are here. Guess what? You're down here now. Now, the patrons are very patient to wait for their food, so there's not really a rush. Like, sitting there for an hour is kind of like normal. So you don't don't feel the need to have to, like, spirit yoink your guests. There we go. Kanto's getting fed. Okay, now that we have the second room, let's go ahead and make the bed, a chair, and the rug, so that we can adorn it with furniture. And then when that's done, we might even consider like a third room. We can also shake down these peach trees, because most of the ingredients that you cook with, you have to like buy up until later when like farming is unlocked. But the peaches come free, so we might as well just use the peaches when we can. Free is best. And where'd you go? Kanto, where are you? You're somewhere in the forest? Oh yeah, there you are. Talk to the Pington guest. Dururu. You're the fluffiest, most adorable spirit I've ever tooted my eyes on. Don't toot on me. Yes, you. Ever see a Pington before? I bet not. Well, ta-da! You're looking at one. No, I'm looking at a tree, friend. But whatever. We're easy guests, promise. Comfy beds, tasty bites, and maybe a tune or two. We'll entertain ourselves, no problem. We do love our music. Really love it. Trumpet noises don't lie. Do you have a radio here? I didn't think so. Here, take the plans and fill the halls with happy honks. Bet even the forks will start tapping along. So, our little guest here wants me to craft a radio so that they can be entertained. Got it. Sparn, I'll help you out. No, I want to drop you. Let go of me. Barn. Oh, I think it's because I had the game paused? No? I might need to save and load, because Sparn seems to be... Maybe I'll bury him. I molested Sparn a bit hard, I guess. He got really attached to me or something. I dare I do it again? Ah, yes, works perfect this time. So we have a second guest bed, meaning we have 2 rooms now. Double our profits. Mwahaha. And we also just unlocked the blueprint for the radio, which I'll queue up, which would take wood, light bulbs, and cogwheels. Alright, here's the rug. I think that's more or less how I did the first one. Yeah, close enough. I'm not going for like carbon copies, but just like close enough is fine by me. Alright, and then here is the Pington radio, and I'm gonna put the Pington radio in our dining room. Right there. I'm also gonna queue up another elegant table set for our dining room. And then, once the radio is unpacked, I'll turn it on and play some tunes. I forgot to wash my hands. Yeah, apparently I got a bunch of Satori Peach jam on my hands, and I couldn't let them go. All right. Now our little Pington guest is, you can see how he's feeling. Where are the unique furniture pieces from my homeworld? I feel much better now. My order arrived just on time. Perfect serving. Let the feast begin. Alright, and then this additional elegant table set I'll put here. Now that we have a second room, let's go for a third. Do I need any bento prep? Nope. It's full. Sweet. And how many peaches do we have down here? Actually, I could just click the hotel tab. 39. Nice. Whirlig, thank you for the resub. Are other things we have yet to craft? I'll wait to do furnishings, at least for a bit. Guest room built. Alright. Get another bed. Get another chair. Get another rug. And these crates can store up to 40, but I have 2 empty crates right here, so we have plenty of additional food storage. And you can see the stay of the guest here is almost over. It's becoming morning, and Pouncy Paw's back to pick up Kanto. So Kanto has this little icon here, which is the checkout icon, where they're checking out of the hotel now. Can I make peach bentos? I can. Kanto is grabbing his stuff from the room, taking the elevator down and checking out. When guests are ready to check out, they will wait in the lobby and form a queue. Click on the guests at the queue's start to check them out. If guests are left waiting for too long, they will leave without paying, resulting in lost income and a hit to your ratings. Make sure to attend the guests promptly to keep everything running smoothly. Proceed to check out. And I guess they didn't get a lot of rest, but they gave us 4 stars. Bye-bye. All right, talk to Tuck Yuck. Woo! We officially made it through. Splendid teamwork from everyone, I must say. Now comes my favorite part, the quiet ritual of cleaning up after our guests. As the old Tarot proverb goes, show me your room, and I shall tell you who you are. This holds true even for a hotel, especially for a hotel. But now, back to beds. One golden rule, always change the linens after each guest. Dare I even say a spirit would hesitate to rest in a stranger's bed. Unfortunately, we have quite a fine laundry room in the basement. Simply yes, but dependable mostly. Or simple yes, but dependable mostly. So remove the bedding, carry it down, and wash it. And replace with a fresh set, and hang the laundry on the drying racks. Should the workload ever grow too heavy, you can close the hotel for a night. But perhaps not this very moment, if you may. We have only just begun. Very good. Let's tidy up and get ready for our rooms for what comes next. So click on the bed, and if we want to clean it, we need to destroy this barricade, which blocks us from the laundry room. There's also a reward here for a window. blueprint. And all of the furnishings for the next guest room are just about done. There we go. Sparn is trying to break into the laundry room and generating a whole bunch of scrap metal and planks and stuff. Trying to get through all that, which is useful crafting materials, so bit of a benefit there. And there we go. Now we have opened the way into the laundry room, which means we can change the sheets. Oh, not yet unlocked. Clean the rubble. So this rubble needs to be cleaned first. Additionally, there's a bunch of like boxes in here of different gifts. You get like freebies with different DLCs. So I have like the wicker set. I'm not planning on using it though. But I will use the portraits and the hat. After each guest stay, you will need to replace the sheets. Use the action wheel. Change the sheets. So here we go. Change the sheets. And then for these gifts, we have Gustav's portrait, which I will put here. That's what Gustav looked when he was alive. And Felicia's portrait. We haven't yet met Felicia, but Gustav referenced her as someone that used to run like the cab service. That was a friend. And then we also have a hat. And I'm going to unpack the hat into the staff room. Who's trying to clean the... There we go. Where are you guys going? Someone clean the damn sheets. I interrupted what they were working on, and it's just going to be even longer, isn't it? I shouldn't have interfered. That's my bad. Oh, here we go. So there's a fresh set of sheets. The old sheets then go down to the laundry room where we clean them. So Marietta's hat. I will equip on Sparn. And now we're doing the laundry for the soiled sheets. And then after that, we'll dry them. Once they're washed, we hang them on the drying rack, which is above. And in 2 hours and 50 minutes, they'll be dry, ready to be put back into the sheet storage. All the rooms are more or less reset. And we got a new blueprint for the luminous window. But I'm not going to make any just yet. Glass and light bulbs are like more valuable than like wood and stone. Because you can't make them. You buy them. So I don't really want to spend them just this moment. Alright, looks like we collected all the peaches. Taking a look at our materials that we have. We're very low on wood, so it'd be good to cut down some more trees. And we're very low on stone. So let's go ahead and mine some stone ore. And then I'm going to cut trees from the back. Because it takes a while for trees to regrow. They do regrow. And then they take even longer to bear fruit. So it's probably best to cut from the back when you have the manpower to do the travel time. And the sheets will be dried in just a second. There we go. And that's the process of doing laundry when people check out. So I think Tukyuk's going to collect the dry sheets and fold them and put them away. And as a reward, we got a clothing rack. I'll put the clothing rack in here. And here comes the merchant ship. Pilgrim, would you look at that? Got the whole place running again. For real this time. My, congratulations. Tell me, have you finished informing the GPC of all this newfound progress? Thought so. Tisk. Brace yourself. We'll have caught wind by now, no doubt. They show up all badges and big grins and leave nothing but trouble. Ask Gustav. Anyway. Knuckles and I prefer rooting for the undergod, so to speak. Which is why we prepared a special gift for you, lucky Pilgrim. Ever notice that room with all the pipes? Pipes, and more pipes. You sure this thing ever worked? Back in the glory days, before the raincoats ruined everything, that room was the research facility. Ideas were born there. Technology. Real progress. Then came the collapse. Hotel shut down. Rooms gutted, dreams up in smoke. Knuckles, do you care to do the honors? And we're getting a research at 100% discount. Behold, what you have now is a fully functioning research machine, state-of-the-art, scarce as stars on a cloudy night. What is this, a giveaway? They should pay through the nose. Knuckles, old friend, we grease the gears now, earn their trust, then become their one and only supplier. At fair prices, naturally. Then, hush hush. Ha, right. We scratch your backs, you fill our pockets. You break it, not my problem. That's the spirit. Yes, I said it. No regrets. Now we'll be anchored at the harbor for a short while. Swing by if you need anything. Think about it. We're often in the area, so whenever you need us, simply send for us. We will arrive at the earliest convenience. Until then, take care. So there's a button in the top left of the screen, which you can call for a merchant ship, but it does take a few hours for them to arrive. So taking a look, they are selling glass, cogwheels, peppers, tentacles, and magic feather. I have 62 gold, so I really can't afford basically any of it. But what I will do is destroy the barricade that blocks our research room. Boom. Thank you for tuning in to Hotel Galactic, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below. But please keep in mind, I've asked for no spoilers or backseating. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you on next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow spacefarers.